Hi, welcome to Quality of Life Ministries. 14 times in the Bible it says that God is our refuge and strength, the very present help in our troubles. God gives us the physical things to teach us about the spiritual things. And remember, the new covenant is the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And so there's no greater love than this, than a man lay down his own life for his friends, and he calls us his friends. So, what we wanted to talk about is actually give you a physical picture of a spiritual truth. Right now it's monsoon weather. The thunder is shaking everything around, and it's kind of cool outside. It's raining really hard, and it's dark outside. And so it's, all of our pets are underneath the refuge themselves, underneath blankets or wherever it be, underneath chairs or couches or whatever else, to feel a little bit more secure and comforted and content. And just as we do, we have houses, we live in houses, and it protects us from the storm. It comforts us, it brings us warmth and contentment. And that's the way it is with Christ. It's when we're in God, He is a refuge and a strength, a very present trouble. A very present help in trouble. And so, it's just like that in a soldier's life. When a soldier is out in the battle, we have refuges. And so a refuge is where a soldier actually goes in and is protected from the external things that are going on. And so that brings contentment, of course, to the soldier. And so, this is just a physical pictures of a spiritual truth. When we were saved by grace through faith in Jesus Christ, He became our refuge. Christ gives us a hug. That picture of Jesus on the cross with His arms outstretched was just a picture of what happens when we come to Him. He embraces us with that hug, and He says, "This is how much I love you." And so the minute we were placed in Christ by grace through faith, He gives us that spiritual hug and that contentment and that security and that assurance that everything's going to be okay. And so knowing that we are in Christ should give us a sense of comfort, knowing that we have the Creator of the universe embracing us with His hug. Now keep in mind, this is also a mystery, but it's now not only are we in Christ, believers in Christ, but Christ lives in us. Of course, it's a mystery. Colossians 1:27, the Apostle Paul is writing to the church in Christ at Colossae, and he says in Colossians 1:27, "This mystery has been hidden for centuries and generations, but now is being revealed to the saints that God has chosen to reveal it to, which is Christ in you, the hope for glory." So not only are we content and comforted and secure in Christ with that embrace of His love for us, but He is in us, and He is holding us together, and no matter what it is we're going through. And so remember that we are Quality of Life Ministries, a New Covenant Grace Teaching Ministry, and you are the most important person here, because without you we could not teach. And we learn so we can teach, we teach so we can learn. So when we look at 14 verses in the Bible that talks about God is our refuge and strength, a very present trouble, and a very present help in trouble, He is in trouble. Psalm 46:1, and that's just one of the verses there, that God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. So this is Quality of Life signing off and saying, we just choose to live from the life-giving Spirit of Christ to lead us and guide us forward. And remember that sword out in front of us today, we can cut through no matter what it is in front of us, and it'll just take us right through as we trust and depend on Christ. Thank you, and God bless.